Okay, so as promised, here is the part two to my video, and you guys get to see what happened. So stay tuned for the next clip. So I was like, that's a lot to process once again at the end of your day. 5, about to go home, it's the end of my day, and you just tell me that the same thing that you said it was nothing wrong, it's a 40% chance of cancer. you know, that was a lot for me to swallow because in my family, there's been a lot of cancer and things going on. So it kind of like just took me back, like, okay, it was just a hard pill for me to swallow personally. And, I just was like, okay, so how are we gonna go about this? And he was, pretty much like, it 40% is low compared to what it could be. He said that in the thyroid it's a slow growth, so it could increase or it could stay where it's at. And he said my options were to wait a year and to see if it got higher, like the percentage, or if it would stay the same. Then he said my other option would be to have surgery and be put under. I've never been put under prior. I'm just like, it's just a lot to throw at me. And he was just like, I understand there's a lot to take in right now. So, talk over with your friends, with your family and loved ones or whatever. And, come to me on the Friday after. This was on Wednesday. So I was like, all right, I'll come to you on Friday and we'll discuss our actions going forward. And it was just a lot, like, to wrap my mind around. Like, I have 2 kids that, I'm mommy. Like, I have my boyfriend, like, I'm partner, I'm daughter, I'm sister, I'm cousin, like, I'm all of these things. And it was just a lot for me to, process, and I'm not even going, I had my time working through those feelings, so I'm not going to get emotional with that. But it was like a lot for me, like, to just accept, everybody that I told, I really only told my immediate family, and a friend, because I'm not, as outward with these things, so I'm like, okay, so we're gonna put this table it and we're gonna pick it up on Friday. Friday comes, we're in October now, last month. And he's like, okay, what did you decide? I decided that I'm not someone that can wait a year and see if it's gotten worse or where is it at. So I decided that I was gonna have surgery. As I said, I've never had surgery before. I had both my kids pretty much natural, pushed them out regular. So I've never had to, do anything like this. So from that, he was like, okay. I thought about it and I was like, I'm going to have the surgery. And my surgery was at the end of October. That's why I was gone for such a long time, because from when I heard that diagnosis, everything kind of went on pause. And I was just focused on what was going to happen, how my recovery process looked like. Because I have 2 kids. Like, my youngest is 8 months old. He looks to me for everything. He doesn't know what's going on. So my surgery was at the end of October, and now, I have this scar that I'm gonna have forever. Because I decided that I was gonna I had to take out my whole right thyroid. So we took it out. My surgery was successful, that was like a whole thing in itself. Like having surgery during COVID, they don't play. They like are like A1. Like they was not playing. Like y'all, like the cleansing measures that they took was crazy. Um, Being put under, crazy. Like I literally, like we were talking and they like, okay, go to the next bed. I moved over, I put me down. I was nervous, naturally. And my anesthesiologist was female. She was just like, oh, I put something in your drip, just to make you less anxious and relax. And I swear what she put in there was the thing that knocked me out. Because I asked her, I'm like, oh, am I going to sleep now? And they were like, no, we're gonna let you know and count you down. I don't remember nothing else after that. So I feel like they were like, no, put her to sleep quick. She's nervous. And then after I woke up, it was 2 hours later. And I remember kind of waking up and looking around like, oh, snap, I went to sleep. And then I kind of like went back to sleep and then like got back up and the pain, the pain of like, oh my God. And I'm just like, I need meds. Like, this hurts. And they were just like, oh, we can't really, we gave you meds already and you got to wait till the next, dosage or whatever. And I'm like, okay, but this crap hurts. And, because the risk of having your thyroid taken out is that it can mess up your voice. Thankfully it did. I still sound the same. But they were like, explain to me that was a risk. Like, oh, you could change how your voice sounds. So they had me talk after I woke up. But they did let me know that something interesting about me when they opened up my throat and they had to go down to my thyroid, my voice cords, my vocal cords look different than what they've seen. The normal person's vocal cords kind of like, he described it like it goes down and like does a loopy loop, so they have to like clip it to the side to go underneath for the thyroid. But mine was like straight down and to the left. And they were like all, he said like other people came in while I'm knocked out and like we're geeking out over, this is the first time they saw this in the hospital I was at. And I'm just like, what? That's pretty cool. He said that, when they went to school and things, they saw, the anatomy of a body could be like that, but they've never seen it in person. So that was pretty cool to be the first person that they saw with that kind of vocal cord. But yeah, they had me talk after to make sure that my voice was still the same. It was. Then after that, the recovery was pretty rough. Not being able to pick up my son was rough because he's a baby and he didn't quite understand why mommy couldn't get into his crib to pick him up. So his father had to pick him up for me or move stuff around. But I didn't have my kids for the first like 4 days because I just couldn't do anything. So they were with my in-laws, but they had me on Percocets. Not a fan. They don't do anything for me. So I mean, it was just like, okay, I guess. Then I moved on to Tylenol. Don't really do anything for me either. I just was like, most of the time I was just roughing it because I'm not a person that does meds anyways. So it was just like, I'm just gonna tough it. If I feel pain, I feel pain. And it'll just be that. So I just started to feel better. Most days I would just want to sleep or rest because when I would be doing stuff at the end of the day, I would be like in excruciating pain and it would be like my neck is trying to separate from where the scar is. You know, they have to sew you back. And I'll also insert the pictures because I took pictures of it. The first day, and then a couple days after, and I believe I took another one from yesterday, just to see how it like healed or it's been healing because it's still not fully healed. Um, and it still will hurt or like burn a little because it's trying to stretch like back to how my neck was, I'm guessing, but that still happens. Sometimes the inside of my throat underneath the scar will be sore sometimes. But yeah, like I said, I don't take medicine because I don't like medicine. So I just rough it out on how I want to deal with it. So this is the end of the video. I just wanted to, give you guys an update on where I've been, and I'll be back making my videos. I just had to take some time to recover, and not 100%, but I'm almost there. So please like, comment, share with everyone you know. I appreciate you guys' support, and all your comments and likes and still being subscribed to me. I appreciate all of that. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you. Bye.